Alright, so we're back with the Traxxas Fortech. In the previous episode, we had installed new transmission clutches in this 1.5 as well as the 3.3, and we drove them both and we know they shift. I had taken the 1.5 into a couple of other sessions and drove it, and I think I got the shift point down. It's just in need of a proper engine tuning, so I'm going to take it out and drive it like I stole it. And just focus on this one car. It's a lot of fun. Last time I drove it, so we'll work on that. And I had also sourced a proper exhaust manifold so I can install one of these 1.5s in there. So we'll be completing this in the near future as well. And in the meantime, I had also sourced another Fortech, and it's in really good shape. There's a few blemishes, but nothing to write home about. And when I was opening it, I noticed that it was from New York and that the seller's name was Dimitri. So I went ahead and messaged Nitro Gang Dimitri right away, because I figured there's only one Dimitri from New York who's selling a nice Fortech like this, and it turns out I did buy it from him. And I could tell from the pictures what was going on with it. I know what I do, I know what I'm getting into when I make these purchases, so I knew this was a good one. But he'd also gone over what the issues were with it, and there really aren't any. It's basically that it's just missing the rear posts, and the front posts are 3D printed, and that's fine because I've got a replacement for each missing part, so that's gonna be a nice refurbishment. So shout out to Dimitri. I was just in his live anyways, and when he was doing wheelies with the T-Max, I said, you know what, I gotta go run some nitro, and I think it's a Fortech night. So it's charged up. Excuse me, let's head out to the field. So I already drove 3/4 of a tank, and it's nice and warmed up now, so we'll see how it does. I was tinkering with the high-speed needle. But I ended up basically putting it back where it was, so no real adjustments ended up being made. Woo! Gotta watch out for those manhole covers. I hit one earlier and almost lost control. Some passes it's good, some passes not so good. The smell of the nitro is just, I don't know, refreshing. The sound is cool, the smoke is cool, but the smell. I guess it's just especially nostalgic for me because my neighbor across the street had a couple of T-Maxes, and when he and his dad would run them, I was always there. It was just something I'll never forget. It's probably why I'm so into nitro, but can't blame them. I mean, I guess I can. This is going to be running out of fuel very soon. I'll bring it in so I don't run it dry. So it turns out that was only half tank, and then it gave me a hard time getting started back up. So I'll run a little more fuel out of it. I don't know if this will make people upset, but I don't own an engine warmer, and I never heat up my engines or have a heater to warm them up before I start them. It's always a cold start. And sometimes the engines are pretty cold when I try to start them up, so do with that information what you will. So yeah, you can see this just needs to be properly tuned. I think the 2-speed's pretty good. I think I went a full turn in from factory setting. Yeah, some passes are good, some passes are not so good. So that's awesome. Maybe it doesn't need to be tuned. feel like this could go a lot faster too if I had the space. If I had it really dialed in, I could definitely get, you know, that 70 miles an hour that's on the box for these. Whatever gearing is needed. Yeah, that manhole cover is kind of scary. You see? Just trying to avoid it too. Definitely gonna have some scratches from that tonight. But yeah, this car runs pretty good. Do a couple more passes and then pull it in. I'd say that was a good session. These tanks last a little bit longer than I anticipated, at least. It's just about 10 minutes for 3/4 of a tank, and this was just about 10 minutes as well. So I'd say this car is well on its way to being complete. Next, I gotta drive this one and get this one dialed in. Let's get the 3.3 in it, so should be pretty fast. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and see about installing an engine on this one. That was the missing link here. Now that we've got the header, let's see about getting this car to be complete. Alright, so we're getting ready for an engine installation. This is the original 1.5 I had, and the front bearing is leaking. So we'll set this engine aside, and these are the other two I have. I'm going to start with this one. If it gives me issues, I'll go with the other one. But these cleaned up well, so it should be an easy installation. So let's get this engine in there. Alright, so as we're getting things together, I come to find that I do not have the correct clutch bell, and in my new parts I don't have the correct parts to build one. I only have 16 and 19, and it requires 15 and 19 for this gear ratio. But I did just get that new Fortech from Dimitri, and since I still have to break the car down and go over everything, even though it's pretty clean, I figured this would be appropriate to borrow these parts from, so that way we can get this one complete. Because either way we're going to have to get the parts needed, so if I need to get them for this car, that's okay, in order to get this one complete. So that's what we'll do, kind of start the disassembly, so that way we can be a little bit ahead on that and start the breakdown of this car. So unfortunately we weren't able to source what we thought we could from this. Turns out that the clutch bell is also 1620. So this was just a early start to the disassembly. Gonna have to end up sourcing parts anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this wrapped up so that way I can get some new stuff onto the bench to work on while I'm sourcing the parts. And I'm also gonna drive the green one with the 3.3 next, get that one tuned. So you can look forward to that, and look forward to these being rebuilt as well. So if you've made it this far, thank you for checking it out. Thank you for your interest in Nitro. Thank you, Dimitri, for a really nice condition Fortech. And stay tuned because we've definitely got some more cool stuff like this to go over in the future.